On day 3 of this experiment, I called my internet provider to cancel my plan. Not because I wanted to cancel it, because my AI told me to. It had already analyzed my expenses, found 3 subscriptions I had completely forgotten about, and calculated exactly how much money I was losing every single month without realizing it. I made the call. 10 minutes later, my bill dropped 15%. I hadn't touched anything. I hadn't researched anything. I just asked one question every morning and did exactly what the AI said. 7 days. 1 question per day. Free tools only. Here's what actually happened. Day 1, as my financial advisor, the experiment started simple. I opened ChatGPT and typed, "Pretend you're my financial advisor. I have 1 hour this morning. What should I do to improve my finances today?" Instead of giving vague advice like, save more, or invest wisely, the AI did something unexpected. It asked me questions. Income. Monthly expenses. Subscriptions I might have forgotten about. After a few minutes of answering, it responded with something extremely practical. It told me to check my recurring payments. Not glamorous. Not exciting. But within 10 minutes I realized I was paying for 3 subscriptions I barely use. Streaming services. A software trial that had quietly turned into a monthly charge. Canceling them took less than 5 minutes. But the total? Almost $42 a month. That's over $500 a year saved before the experiment had even really started. And that was the first insight. Sometimes improving your finances isn't about earning more. It's about seeing what you were ignoring. Day 2, AI finds side income ideas. The second morning I gave AI a different challenge. I asked, based on my skills and the time I have available, what is the fastest side income I could start? Instead of generic ideas like, start a blog, the AI analyzed what I already knew how to do. Writing. Basic design. Research. Then it suggested something I hadn't seriously considered before. Creating short scripts for YouTube creators. Apparently, thousands of channels publish daily videos and constantly need scripts. And many of them outsource that work. So the AI helped me write a simple service description. Then it suggested places to look for creators who might need help. Within 30 minutes, I had a small message template ready to send. No complicated business plan. Just a clear, small opportunity I could test. That was insight number 2. AI is incredibly good at finding practical opportunities hidden inside skills you already have. Day 3, AI cuts my expenses. By day 3, I was curious how far this could go. So I asked AI to review my spending habits again, but this time with a different goal. How would someone extremely disciplined reduce these expenses? The response was surprisingly tactical. It suggested negotiating internet bills, switching a bank account with unnecessary fees, using yearly billing for certain tools instead of monthly. One suggestion stood out. Call the internet provider and ask for the retention department. Apparently, companies often lower prices to avoid losing customers. It sounded awkward, but I tried it anyway. 10 minutes later, my monthly internet bill dropped by about 15%. Not life-changing, but it reinforced something important. Most people assume prices are fixed. AI reminded me they're often negotiable. But day 4 was where the experiment stopped being about saving money and started being about something completely different. Day 4, learning a skill in 2 hours instead of saving money or finding side work. I asked, what valuable skill can I learn in 2 hours that could eventually make money? The AI suggested something surprisingly specific. Writing better prompts for AI tools. At first that sounded almost silly. But then it explained why it mattered. The AI guided me through something specific. How to write prompts that produce results good enough to sell. marketing copy, product descriptions, email sequences. Businesses are already paying people to do this work, and most of them don't realize AI can do 80% of it in minutes. Within 2 hours I had a skill with an actual market. That was different from anything I'd learned before. And that led to a strange realization. Some of the most valuable skills right now aren't traditional skills. They're skills for working with AI itself. Day 5, creating a digital product idea. By day 5, the experiment had shifted from saving money to creating value. So I asked AI, if you had to create a simple digital product today, what would it be? It asked about my interests again. Then it suggested something surprisingly realistic. A small digital guide. Not a giant course. Just a short resource solving a very specific problem. The AI helped outline the sections, suggest the structure, and even draft the first few pages. And suddenly something clicked. Creating digital products used to require weeks of planning. Now it could start with one idea and one morning. The barrier to creating something useful had quietly become much smaller. Day 6, finding freelance clients. On the 6th day, I pushed the AI further. Where are people already looking for the kind of work I could offer? Instead of just naming freelance websites, the AI suggested something smarter. Look for places where people complain about needing help. Communities, forums, small creator networks. People often reveal their needs long before they officially hire someone. The AI even helped write a friendly message offering help without sounding salesy. Within 48 hours of sending 3 messages, one creator responded asking for pricing. No platform. No profile. No portfolio. Just a direct conversation that started because I was in the right place at the right time. And that led to insight number 6. Finding clients isn't always about platforms. Sometimes it's about listening where problems are being discussed. Day 7, the unexpected result. By the 7th morning, I expected another practical tip. Another small improvement. But instead, something strange had happened. The biggest change wasn't the money saved, or the side opportunities discovered. It was how quickly decisions happened. Normally, improving finances feels overwhelming. There are too many options. Too many opinions. But letting AI guide one simple action each morning removed something huge: friction. Instead of researching for hours, I just asked one focused question and took one step. And that made progress feel surprisingly easy. After 7 days, I hadn't become rich. But I had saved real money, discovered opportunities I was ignoring, and started thinking about income completely differently. The biggest change wasn't the results. It was the speed of decisions. I removed the friction. Instead of overthinking, I just asked one question and took one step. If you want to try this yourself, start tomorrow morning with one question. What is the single best thing I can do today to improve my finances? Then actually do it. And if you want to see what happens when I try to build an entire side business using only free AI tools in 30 days, subscribe. Because that experiment starts next week.